Good day, everyone. Today is gonna be another backtesting session, like what we always do. But yeah, on our previous video, was able to present, discretionary trades and how it actually works in the real time, real data. I mean, let's start with real time because this is a backtesting session. But yeah, that's just how much, backtesting could actually help you to build discretion, intuition through market experience, y'all. Because if you're just gonna like literally just trade every single day and never backtest in your life, you literally be outworked, bro. You're gonna get lapped by the people who's backtesting every single day. You can be already be trading for the past 5 years, but maybe you're not really consistent, bro. You just show up, let's say, twice or thrice a week. And there's this guy just came in like 6 months ago, and he could be profitable faster than you because in that 6 months he put in the work back. That's in 3 years worth of data. Showed up every single day, and not only back test but also forward test, journaled, and fixed his psychology. did the did the forbidden word, which is job, and you don't because you have a high ego. Anyways, let's proceed in this day. Let's first look at the news because I saw a really big flush. We had here an NFE. Technically an NFT. 830, bro. Insane. I want us to rebalance this one right here. Usually we tend to rebalance this. So let's see. Market opens. Can we get longs on the upside? Because we need to rebalance. Let's equilibrium. Actually, we're already at equilibrium at this point. So we might actually go lower. No. I don't want us to see lower here. I'm low-key gonna have a fixed bias here. Low-key fixed, bro. Low-key fixed on longs. Low-key fixed on long. I like that. I like that, bro. I like that 15-minute candle here. We had a 15-minute retrace. It is again more like ground liquidity wise, this is just based on my market experience that usually on this like big ass candles, we at least go to equilibrium of the leg. If ever we're gonna remain bearish, in this case, we already reach equilibrium, but I don't see us. I just don't want to see us going lower. That's pretty much it because we're delivering from this until the hourly, and we're doing decent rejection from that, and we are respecting this internal bullish and through feeder rate. In this case, it was a 15-minute retrace. Bro, we cut out again. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's happening with my recording right now. I'm really sorry with y'all, but I didn't even take a trade anyway. So, still, I've got eyes what I was mentioning before, and currently I'm still bullish on the day. We had this 15 intermediate low sweep, which I was actually bullish as some decent. Um, and he fails to do that. So there is an S&P 15-minute intermediate low, and this look for the highest time frame inversion of the leg. In this case, it's actually no inversions though. Ooh. No, I'm not gonna be able to take it straight. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be able to take it now. But now, I think I should, yeah. All right. Perfect long, bro. This is just gonna be data highs in action, bros. Just data highs in action. So this is really self-explanatory. You've seen this type of trade play out, guys. You've seen this type of trade I take every single time. So this doesn't really need much explanation. But for those new pips right there, basically I was heavily fixated for longs because we're delivering from this up to the hourly. We have data highs, so we draw liquidity. We're expecting bullish feeder rates for 15 and 5 minutes. We had a bullish S&P with a 15-minute intermediate low, and we had this high sample inversion after retracing into a 5-minute gap. Let's go here, target the data highs. Uh, with higher RR, guys, you have to anticipate you will also have a lower win rate, higher and higher B rate. So that's just really part of it. That's why I prefer actually to have a really low RR because really low RR because I prefer to have higher win rates. I prefer to win, more time. So nonetheless, let's take it straight. We're risking a percent here. Actually, I want to risk more on this trade. I want to risk another 2% just to show you guys how convicted I am with this shorts. So right, risking 2% on this trade. All right, let's go. Let's screenshot this. All right, let's plug it in. Let's go. So right now it's gonna be a risk-free trade. I don't want us to go back on our entry point. So this is a risk-free trade right now. So putting two of my positions to break even and TP hits. That's how data highs works, guys. I was really fixated with it. I just seen this type of things just work day in and day out. And you just have to really trust the model, trust the system, and trust your market experience, bro. You've gained that after a really, really long time of grinding on the charts. And this type of setup is just S plus is for me. I've just seen it type work. And despite this really huge gap, some people would say, all right, we're just gonna respect that. No. Uh, we have you just need to have sufficient data that would say, oh shit. And these types of market conditions, types of news, we tend to just, over 70% of the time we take data highs or data lows before we even end the session. In this case, or they took it. So this is another part of the probability, right? So really Stephanie story here, Australian S was set up, nothing really much to explain here. Really clear drawn liquidity in my opinion. So it's really if you can see that after taking data highs, we just started chopping. So really, really great trade there. Again, if you watch, the past two videos, I came from a 2-day lose streak, and that 2-day lose streak, with proper risk management, I was able to go back to break even on my last trade because past two past two losses, um, I was down 3%. While on the third trade of the month, I risked 3% and just go back to break even. And right now, I risk I think here 2% on this trade, and on that 2% risk, I was able to get almost 3 RR here. So basically, I'm up like 6% on the month here currently, bro. Coming from a 3% loss and a 3% win, going to break even. Right now, I risk 2% here, pretty much a 3 RR. So it's basically I'm up 6% already. So proper risk management and just following your systems, guys. When you follow your system, it will literally reward you, and you just gotta trust it, bro. So it's gonna be all for today's video, guys. And I hope you learned a lot from this video, how really data highs, data lows work, and just really gotta trust the system, y'all. You might be currently in your losing streak, but it's just part of the statistics. As long as you're following your systems, guys, as long as you're following your system, that is part of statistics. You're just on the losing side of this probability, and you just gotta trust the process. And this kind of days would come, bro. Say, bro, I'm down 3% right now. I feel like I'm not gonna get back from this, bro. This is a really deep rabbit hole. But if you just keep executing your system, on my last, after that 3% loss, the next day I saw something not as an S plus, but I just saw it so many times breaking because, I've gathered that much data in the past almost 3 years now. My market experience, intuition, and discretion is just a lot better than who I was like a year ago. And that comes in through hard work. It wasn't lucky by any means. I wasn't gambling by any means because I've earned that shit, and you deserve that, yo. You deserve that. And this type of thing is also based on my data, how data highs and data lows are really strong, strong draws on liquidity. And you just gotta see proper entry point for it. And the order flow has to be clear. And for me, it was really clear. Some people would maybe take shorts anywhere at this point, but for me, no. You need to get sufficient data to say, oh, this type of days are tend to be going whatever data low or high wasn't taking it. All right. This case, data I wasn't taking it, so we're drawing towards that. So I hope you learned a lot from this video, and a really great reminder that every time you follow your systems, you will be rewarded. Every time you don't, you'll be punished. That's all for today's video, guys. Peace out.